Today is March 2nd. Shawna and I are getting out for our first shed hunt of the year. It's a beautiful day. What do we got? 50, I'll film you, 58 degrees, right?
Yeah.
And we're rusty, so we forgot our breakfast that we planned to get. And what else? We forgot something else too.
Forgot the stove.
Yeah, forgot the stove. So we had our meal, but no stove. And I feel like I forgot something else.
Oh, the spoons, but we had secret spoons.
Yeah.
Gotta get our list together.
Yeah, so we're rusty. We've never been to this spot, but there's mule deer around, so we're looking for mule deer sheds. Possibly elk, probably a little early for elk, being it's only March 2nd, but maybe we'll find some old stuff and see if there's any sign in this area, if it's worth hunting. Always fun to explore new places. We'll report back when Shawna finds all the sheds. Just split up from Shawna. Again, never been to this place. It's kind of got a ridge that runs through this area, and then the ridge has got a lot of southern exposure. We had a real cold February this year, so I would imagine that any deer that were shedding in February, which would be typical time for mule deer, mid to end of February, could be holed up something like this, the ridge system. So there are deer in here. I've been seeing some tracks already. Got some fresh mule deer droppings here. I don't know, we usually do about 6-7 miles. I don't know if we'll make it that far, depends on what we see out here and if we're getting into sign or sheds or what. So
Just out for our first adventure shed hunting, trying to get a little bit of fresh air too. So very excited. Kicking up a lot of grouse, so that's kind of fun. Yeah, that's it. Hopefully we find at least one, do a little scouting too, seeing some sign at least, so that's good. Yeah, and then enjoy the day and hopefully find some tines.
if you guys follow Dan and follow Hunting Beast, one of the things I like to do when I'm shed hunting these areas is I like to get up on these ridge. This one's probably only 50, 60, 70 feet tall, but I like to get up towards the top third for a couple of reasons. One, a lot of times the deer are bedded there. Two, just like they do in hill country, they'll bed towards the top, get out of the wind, and then I can see below me a lot while I'm shed hunting, and this is fairly open terrain. So if I flip this around, kind of semi-mature pines in here. So if you're up higher, you can glass a lot. A lot of times if I'm walking towards the top of these ridges or on the rims of these ridges looking down, that'll help me find sheds. So it's a lot easier to look down into pockets from above than it is to be low and look above you. So I'm on a little opening now. A lot of times if these openings are surrounded by cover, which this one is, these can be good places to check too. Be deer bedded just off the sides coming up, and a lot of times these higher flats will be wind blown, so it'll be less snow cover for the deer to dig through. So a lot of times they'll be bedding off the edges of these ridge systems and then coming up to these flats to eat, but they got to be secluded. They got to have some cover on them usually for the deer to be using them and shedding on them. So check this out too. And again, never been here, so just kind of zigzagging through the area, getting the lay of the land, looking for sign, looking for game trails, and most of all looking for sheds.
So I'm seeing some decent sign. Seeing some elk sign actually. Where'd that pile go? Oh, everybody likes to see poop, right? Oh yeah, look at that poop. Got some more sign kind of all over. It's always fun going to new places, so at least where there's been some animals.
So kind of working my way back to an area on the map that had like a decent valley, looked like it'd have some protection from the weather, had some southern facing slopes, should be warm, and kind of had some mixed terrain, like good escape routes, all the stuff that makes for good winter hideouts. So I haven't found anything yet. but I've only been walking maybe a half mile, 3/4 of a mile. Have found some fresh sign, so there's a decent amount of deer poop in here, deer trails, some fresher tracks. So it looks like the deer are still in here. And Shawna messaged me, we got walkie-talkies. So I guess she didn't message me, she walkie-talkied me, but she found some elk poop. And we thought there might be a few elk kicking around this area. There's some around the neighborhood, so looks like maybe there's been a few in here, but she didn't really say if that was fresh or not. But I'll flip the camera around here. So here's the start of that valley, and it kind of feeds up to the right here. Looks like the cover gets a little thicker back there, so I'm gonna make my way back there and keep working around the edge of this rim here and look down. Like I said, like to stay up high, look down into these spots that might be potential bedding, and then on these tops I'm just looking for feeding areas potentially where they might have dropped a shed. Slow going so far, but again, new spot, and shed hunting, it's always slow going. Deer numbers are way down in Montana, so that doesn't help either, but gonna keep trying, hopefully pick one up here. Just got back to the spot me and Shawna picked on the map to meet up, so she's maybe 5-10 minutes away. Gonna stop, get a drink. I got my water, not in a Camelback today, just in my bottle, so I'm gonna grab that out real quick, maybe eat a Cliff Bar, wait for Shawna, and then cover this flat. So we decided to meet at a flat towards the back of this property. Here it is. This is one of the last sage flats, but it's got good potential bedding all the way around it. So we're gonna meet up here and make a loop around this, kind of look in the timber along the edge and a couple of zigzags through the sage, and then we'll get heading back on different routes than we came in. So far, not a whole lot going on. Shawna did say she saw one set of boot tracks, so maybe somebody's been out here already, but this is a pretty big area, like a couple thousand acres. Nobody's covering that all in one session. So like I said, we'll try some different paths on the way back, and hopefully something will turn up a shed. So Shawna and I usually split up just to cover more ground. We got walkie-talkies, and covering more ground did not do anything for us so far today because we're at a big zero. But we did find where they weren't. That's half the time, that's more important than not. Shawna said she's been running into more elk sign, and some of it looks semi-fresh, not like yesterday, but in the last month or two. So we're gonna cover this flat that we stopped to take a break in, and then keep heading out a little farther, and still in search of number one this year. Sean is on the way over. We're on the board. I guess I'm the first finder of the year, and it's actually an elk shed. So,
well, Jeremy wins. He found the first one of the year. Sounds like it is a small, old elk shed. I'm so excited. I should make it look small. Okay, let's go get him. Marco! Woo! Here it goes. Oh, I'm filming too! Yay!
alright, let's switch to Sean's camera. Actually, here, there's the shed. Maybe. Whoa!
This has been eaten.
Yeah, that's an old one. Oh, no one's been back this way.
Well, I told you we needed to go this way. Remember that?
You did say that. Yeah. Look at that monster. Broke off, and probably
3 years old.
yeah, at least 3 years old. Yeah. But
Shed's
it's a shed.
shed.
That is a shed.
On the board.
See that? It's got a bird. That's how you know. That's a shed. Cool. Wow.
Yay!
Cool.
Oh, now we got to keep going.
Yeah. Awesome.
Oh.
There it is. Certified, bona fide elk shed. First find of 2025. Should check. We're probably about 2 miles in, 2.25 miles in, so hasn't bared a lot of fruit. Bear? Is that how you say that? Bear a lot of fruit? Not a lot of fruit so far, but we'll take anything. We did say today that we were going to find one and we're at 1. So it's already a success. And like I said, beautiful day, so can't beat that either. We made it back to the truck. Had to have a snack and a drink, and it's public on both sides of the road. First side was mostly a bust. We found one old raghorn broken elk shed. I mean, that's not a total bust, right? But not great.
Hey, something.
And we got about a mile on this side of the road, the public, so we're gonna walk to the back of there and see if there's anything back here. Again, never been here, so gotta cover all the bases. Right?
All right.
Okay, let's go.
All right, let's do it.
Wow, walk of shame.
Woo!
Whoa, trip of shame. Loop number 2 produced no sheds.
Whoa.
Wasn't hardly any sign there. Better sign on the other side of the road. So that's it for today. 1 3 to 4 year laying in the woods elk shed, broken off, and it was a raghorn. So, but hey, for the first day out, we'll take it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Take it. We'll be back more soon.
Soon.
And
Next
maybe we'll find some more. Okay, bye.